This podcast is brought to you by lineupmedia.fm.
Welcome, Soulardians, and this is Marcus Boston.
I'm Cecil W. Adams.
And we want to thank you for listening to another episode of the Soulardians. And you can find me at Marcus Boston 314.
You can find me at Cecil W. Adams on all platforms.
You can pick up your merch, Soulardian merch, from buyjack.com/the Soulardians.
You can also go down and support Colorado Bob Ship of Fools at 3457 Morganford Rd.
We would like to thank you and ask you to like, share, comment, and have your friend listen to the Soulardians. And we would like you to enjoy the show.
Peace.
Welcome back, tribe members. It is the Soulardians. I'm your co-host, Marcus Boston.
And I'm your other co-host, Cecil W. Adams.
And today we have on a very important person in my musical life, DJ Sox, real name Steven. Damn, what's your last name?
It's Gendron, man. That's nice.
Come on.
We should
Really?
have a 1 minute conversation on your
Jesus
name.
Christ.
It's fine. No, but he doesn't talk. And DJ Sox did. I get it. He's not the only one.
Right.
You know how many people think Sox is my last name? Like my name is Steve Sox.
That would be, how cool would that be?
I mean, it'd be cool, but it's just not. You think
But what was the guy that played for the White Sox?
We still haven't got Steve whole name, and did you say?
Yeah, he said it.
Did I miss it?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Gendron. Steven.
Gendron? Oh, I was like Gideon for some reason. Clearly, I can't
That's
pronounce
way
your
off.
words. Sorry.
Thank you.
Poor asshole. With my
Steve
old
Sax
asshole.
was that guy's name.
Sax. Yeah, that's it.
Steve Sax, yeah.
Boo my part.
Oh,
Yeah, you know.
you're fine.
I mean, it's not like the producer or the head of the station's going to come down and get mad at you. You can't pronounce the word.
Mm-hmm.
You think this is?
My publicist isn't going to come and bust the door down.
Are you fucking kidding me? We rehearsed
This
outside
isn't
for
a
20
Zimmer
minutes.
broadcast group. Are they still in business?
I have no idea.
Is Jewel in there?
He's
Jewel?
I've got a Jewel. He's got the
Boulder.
Boulder.
Yeah.
I'm out of the smoke game, man.
Yeah. I'm completely done with cigarettes and
Good.
yeah. I do.
Well, how long has that been? Well, I mean, I don't hang around.
No, I've been off them since October.
Nice. That's good. Good for you, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Jewel it up a little bit here and there, but nothing.
That's okay. It's okay.
Nothing. I'm enjoying life a lot more now. I can run.
Yeah.
I can run, and I can wheeze when I bend over. You know, it's real nice.
You're twice as high.
You know,
Right.
I don't know if it's that, like, I'm just not, I don't have that addictive personality. I don't know, whatever. But
Reading
I tried that
Rainbow.
stuff when, my early 20s. You're drinking, everybody's drinking, somebody breaks out a cigarette.
Mhm.
And that was back when you could smoke inside. So it was like, oh, yeah, no problem. Spoon.
Yeah.
I'll smoke
Yeah.
one or two, and the next day just regret it. Like,
Yeah.
I never really.
I got caught on some Newports, and I was like, man, this high is great. Then, like, next day, I'm like smelling on my hands. I'm like, this is.
Well, that was the thing. Because back when if you don't really smoke, it's like one or two. You're like, whoa.
Yeah, I'm
This
high.
is like drugs.
See, anymore, like if I'm around somebody that smokes, I'm just like, gross.
Yeah, well, good.
I smell you now. And, like, and those people that like used to when I smoked, if somebody been up for a while, like just raging. Like now when they come in, I'm like, oh my god,
Yeah.
take a bath. Like,
Yes.
like all the senses start to come back.
Oh, man.
Well, and then plus now I just think I'm better than everyone else.
Sure.
Bad bitch syndrome.
Well, I mean, back in the day, working in bars,
Yeah.
you worked in it.
Yeah.
And you didn't really, you noticed because I would have to wear,
Yeah.
if I wore a jacket or something into work, that was specifically for that place because I wasn't going to wear it the next day because I'm just going to smell like that.
Oh,
And then,
reek.
we're bearded men.
Yeah.
It gets in here. You try to sleep at night and it's here.
Yep.
It's a total, I work in one bar that still has smoking somehow in Valley Park, Bobby's.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
They still smoke. I don't know how.
I would walk in there and just walk out. The last 4 or 5 bars that I've went to where there was smoking, I left.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't.
It filters out okay, but
Yeah.
towards the end of the night, my eyes start burning and
Yeah.
stuff. But, I can't deal with it anymore, man. Over.
Yeah. No one has to deal with that God damn it. I mean, that kind of pain.
Did it again.
Yep. Me and this fucking cord, bro. Me and this cord are going to have at it. I have to be responsible with my body movements, and I make that. Yeah, I moved it around, and we're going to get through it. I'm going to figure out how to not
Put it over the top.
be like, oh, that's not going to work. That's just a fuck up waiting to happen there.
Put it right over there.
This guy's first time.
There you go.
There we go.
Well, those are new headphones. I had to.
Okay.
I bought those as a present for him to use here when he's here.
Okay.
Because I got the "Why is Marcus wearing the headphones I bought for you?" talk.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, "That's a good question, babe.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good question."
Yes. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, whose headphones am I wearing?
Marcus Boston's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Those are those from a previous employment that fell off the wagon.
Oh, the old wagon.
I'm the only DJ I know anymore that doesn't wear headphones. I haven't. Some girl broke them. I was working a gig. I was working a gig at Big Daddy's at Soulard, and she picked them up. And was like, "Oh, I'm in here," and like, I had these real nice Pioneer headphones, DJ, and she just went like this and like snapped. One side snapped off. I tried to mess with them, tried to deal with it for a while. And I even had I got them from Guitar Center, so I had like the 2-year warranty, which they're great. I was like, "Hey man, my headphones broke." They're like, "Cool, what's your address? Here's a check." So they just send you a check.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, fuck it. I don't need it anymore. So I started learning how to do it without them. Yeah, I don't need it. I was like, it's been 8 years. I don't use headphones anymore. I don't know. I don't mess with them.
What are the headphones? What is the purpose of just to hear the music playing, or just?
Oh yeah, if you want to mix in, you want to listen to whatever track you're listening. Like you got one track playing, the other side, you kind of want to hear what's coming in. But I know everything I have, and every time I get something, or I know the intros, I know when to mix it in, and you can look on your screen now. It kind of shows like when you're lining up, it'll line up. It'll kind of like when you have it lined up, you can see it. And I just feel like I know the music enough.
Damn.
I don't know. If I have a newer track that I don't know and it just drops in, obviously I have no idea. There's nothing to do about it. But that rarely happens. But
sorry, guys.
Yeah. Well, I don't care. Yeah.
Sure. You ain't gonna notice this shit no way. You don't know the bitch you party. So how'd you get into DJing?
Oh man, that's just it's something I never wanted to do. Ever. Like, I honestly,
it's that answer.
It's the stupidest sounding thing. I know. I just started bouncing, and I was friends with the DJs and stuff, and I'm not a big top 40 guy.
Mm-hmm.
Back in this was 2005 or so. So, all my friends and I was in a band, and it was just pop punk kind of stuff and rock music that I kind of knew, and that was about. I knew about 90s music, growing up with MTV, and that was the hip hop that I liked, and the music that's what I knew.
Right.
So then, where I was working, the owners just, "Hey, you want to be a DJ? You're in a band, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, you should be my DJ." Mm-hmm. Like, that makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah, let's do this.
That is two different things, but I guess if you want to, he's like, he bought a bunch of music off another DJ, and I bought a laptop, and then I burned everything I had on there. It was a process, because once I started beat matching, I'm like, this is, it's cool.
Yeah.
Like, I get the idea, and once I do something, I don't half-ass it, so I started, really going after it.
Right.
And started beat matching and really kind of learning how to, read the crowd and throw the party.
Right.
And so I burned it all to CDs so I can use CD players, because I was just using the program off the laptop. Not like it is now. You couldn't use the program and control it with, CD players and records and stuff.
Yeah.
So I wanted to control it with my hands. So I burned everything I had, just thousands and thousands of songs to CDs. Spent all my time on that. And then I took that DJ's job. And I didn't feel bad about it, because I was at the time. I'm like, I'm better. Like, I'm starting to get better at what I'm doing. And I felt bad because it sucks. I'm sorry. But
so you have an habitual job stealer.
And he's the only one. And I'm not going to say anybody's name, but he's the only one. And I've done it a couple times, not on purpose, but because I've been asked to come in, and it's just started to be, and I was the better man, so why not?
3 is this one?
That's you, so he's 2.
All right. And that is
just a little bit. It was popping a little bit. That's all.
okay. There.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Now it's perfect.
Right.
Right there.
So it's just
What year was this?
when I started.
Yeah.
I think. Well, I probably started bouncing. It was like a year after that. So 2006 maybe.
Was it that? Oh.
Yeah, it's a long time ago.
Damn.
I don't know if it was. Oh, I was thinking it was 8. No, because I met you in 9.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, I started working in South County.
Yeah.
And in Soulard, I think in 2008, 9, something like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. It's just But that was like I was telling him earlier. It was that was the thing to do back
in the
then.
pre-show.
That was
in the pre-show.
In the setup. Yeah.
Pre-show.
What pre-show?
He said he was talking to you earlier.
Oh yeah. He
So
was.
we're learning all these terms now.
Yeah.
I was like pre-show. What the fuck is that? Well,
Yes,
I know what that is.
Not pre-con.
Premature jack. Never mind. You know.
No, but it was. I mean, back in the day, I was telling him I was working 5-6 nights a week.
Yeah.
DJing.
That was insane.
Because Tuesday, I mean, every bar had a weeknight where they were packed, and even when that wasn't their night, they were still. I mean, it was busy, and people were spending money and having a good time, and actually there to listen to music. And now everybody just if they want what they want now. It's that push of a button. They want their song now. If they don't get it,
I think, but also back when you started, music was so much more expensive to get.
Oh well, yeah. For sure. You're buying songs. People, I mean, that's back
buying whole albums.
I mean, I was still. If you look at I found my CD cases. My mom moved out of her house that I grew up in, and moving from apartment to apartment, like I used her basement kind of storage. So when she moved out, I found. I mean, I couldn't imagine how many CDs I'd have now. God. I mean, I had 2 of the big books, and then 2 of the smaller ones when I started with. And that was, I stopped using those back 6 years ago, something like that. So, but yeah, I have full albums in there. I mean, Justin Timberlake, 2006 when he came out, Future Sex Love Sounds. Like, man, that was the shit. That album had like 6 tracks on it that were hits. So I'm like, I'll just buy the whole album. Same thing. I have a couple Usher albums in there. There's this, but that was back when I was buying them for $14.
Oh God!
Now I spend $20 a month, and I'm on a service. So I can download as much as I want.
Correct.
I mean? So,
oh, good old
times
the
have
cloud.
changed.
Times have changed.
You held on to those CDs, though, right?
You what?
You held on to those.
Oh yeah, I have them somewhere.
You never know.
I don't.
They could come back.
I mean, whatever. I don't even.
Somebody like whenever we get up there in age, somebody maybe feeling a little retro, looking for something like that. Be like, oh, I have this original Justin Timberlake.
I mean, yeah. Well, that is true. That's true.
$200.
Because the records are coming back. A lot of kids I see in the vinyls, but I don't know.
That's
yeah.
I just the quality cannot even compare unless you like the.
I think there's 2 different kinds of people. I think when it comes to vinyl, it's people that are going to listen to it because of the quality that it is and the feel of it and everything, and then there's the people that are just like, I want this on vinyl, and probably don't even have a record player. You know what I mean? Like, I just want this.
Yeah.
I've got a friend that started collecting that kind of stuff, and he actually plays it, but it's just it's got to be something you just want to do on the side because
we have a record player now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, a record player that Bluetooth to a speaker.
Ah, yes, yeah.
So is the sound quality not as? Looks good.
It's a cool looking setup.
Have you plugged it in? You plugged it in?
I think. Yeah, she does. It was a present for her.
It's like a hybrid of old and new, huh?
I guess. I don't know, but she's got new. I don't know. I don't understand it, but whatever. That's her thing. Music's never been my thing. Like, it's not my thing. But I understand it now. I know what I can play on the jukebox whenever I'm working to get more people to put money in the jukebox.
Yeah.
So what do you mean by that? Are you trying to? That's funny. That's the first thought that came to my mind. So are you playing bad things on the jukebox?
No.
Or are you trying to stir up the crowd?
Stir them up.
Okay. I was like, he's just like, well, these people look like they're not, like, they may go, like, maybe I'll play this Nickelback track, and they're going to be like, what the fuck is this? And then put in $10 and then start playing their stuff.
Well, see, the thing is, where I'm at, I do that. They have 2 other rooms they can go to,
Yeah.
So I can't. But if it was just one bar setup, maybe I'd try that. You know what?
I don't know. I don't know.
I just play what's popular. Like I go to the most popular, and if I can stand it, I'm like, all right, Cardi B.
Sure.
Migos.
Hey man, you're talking to the guy.
I'll give you that one.
You're talking to the guy.
You know how many times I've been like, "Hey, Slox, can you play this song? I know you don't have in your
this is
thing."
A whole different conversation.
Are you in Wi-Fi?
This is a whole different. Him and I have never met. Have seen eye to eye.
Anything.
I don't really think I've had anything that you've asked for. Now I've downloaded it and played it and been very upset after I heard it. But I don't think we've never seen really eye to eye. I mean, it's not. It's just I get caught up in the place where I'm at and at the certain vibe at certain times. And
I do love on those nights where Sox get rode out of nowhere. He'd be like, "What? I don't have that." I was like,
instantly. What? I'll see him coming, and it's just I just make this sound. Here he comes.
Let's get Sox a shot.
Especially if she's had like a retractable just a screen you can put up. Just sorry.
No, I wish.
All full up on request.
Fresh out.
I mean, I get them.
Nobody tells DJ request what to play.
I love that.
Fresh out of fucks.
That is classic. I love that. It's good stuff. Yeah.
Fresh out of all the fucks.
I don't know. It's just a job. It's just not, and everything's closing. All these bars that are closing now, and the jobs are.
It's
the DJ jobs are going away.
Yeah, that sucks.
It really does. I mean, it's and there's good DJs in the city, and they're fighting for place. They want to work, and you see these lists. I was just talking to another DJ about this the other day. About 2-3 years ago, you see these DJs posting where they're at throughout the month or the week or whatever, and each place, and that's that place is great. It's big, it's a club and all that stuff. Now you see these DJs posting stuff, and it's like working the corner in this pizza place. I'm like, I've never heard of this before. How are you there? What do they need DJs for?
I think it's the dating. I think it's the dating apps killed it because now you don't have to go out to places like that to meet people.
I agree.
Like now that I have Tinder and
there's no hunting anymore.
The hunting ground is like here now.
When Tinder first came out, my best friend used to come out to Big Daddy's all the time. Soulardian. He'd sit there. I would DJ. He'd kind of mess with me, like song wise, and stand around. And eventually, and he's single, and he's just standing there, and he's on Tinder in the booth. I'm looking at him like he's looking at girls to talk to.
When there's
girls to talk to, standing around like 20 feet away, and that's the downfall. I mean, that's. It's coming, man.
That's instant rejection right there. There is no we're in the moment. It's gonna happen right here, right now. But Tinder, you can sort of I'm gonna say this based on what she's wearing.
Oh, dude.
That instant rejection.
I'm so glad I've never been on Tinder.
Oh, it's that. It's the worst part for me is I'll get on there and I feel like a dick because you're judging. There's no worse way to be like the judge of somebody. You can't even do it to their face. You're just like, ugh, no. Like it's sickening. So, but then when you do match and then they want to talk, sometimes you're like, I don't know what I was thinking, or do I want to talk to you?
I'm sort of drunk.
Or what are we gonna do? We're gonna text now, and then we're gonna meet up, but then neither one of us are gonna look the same when we meet up. For me personally. I would rather meet somebody face to face and set something up. That way I know exactly what I'm going to get into once we get there, whatever,
Yeah.
But I got friends that we meet at, he had a certain date spot that he would take these people, these women. And then.
I had that before the dating apps.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. You go there. And if you don't like it, you don't like it. But you're going to spend that money on this person that. You could have spent more money on, going out with your friends or somebody you would rather talk to, whether or not you hook up or whatever. But that's just.
Or when you double book and then you have to use 2 different rooms of the bar and you're like, shit, running back and forth all night.
Whoa.
Hey-o.
No, my friend told me that.
We never done it, we just heard about it.
I wonder, I think this popped in my head. If on Tinder, you could have a stats thing. That you can only see, it's an algorithm that pops up and be like how many times people were swiping left, how many times people were swiping right. Is that already on there?
It might be.
I don't.
But that might be one of those, like, once you pay.
Yeah.
It's a whole different.
They're getting
so you're running like a business.
Yeah.
That I could get into. I'm like, oh, all right.
They're getting it now because
I can see my trading card, so I can see what pictures need to go.
Because what they bait you is like, oh, there's 10 plus people that swipe right, but we're not going to show you unless you become a preferred member. So like, oh, I want to know.
It'll tell you there's 25 plus people that have liked you.
Yeah.
But in order to see these people,
well, how much is it a month?
It depends. Let me hear.
Let's do
some.
some.
I don't have it on here now.
I don't either. But
I can get it. But
oh, I did delete it. Look at my whole. I say, you know what? I'm gonna focus on who I enjoy spending time with now. You know who you are, who y'all might be.
Well, you know the
speaking to me, it sucks right now.
Yeah, but they might listen.
The thing of it is, they get you like anything else. So it'll be probably like $9 a week.
$9 a week,
right? But if you do a month, it's $12 a month, or if you do a year, it's like $70.
Based. Yeah, I mean it makes sense. Like,
so, but yeah, that's how they get you as far as like, you know, they trap you with it. I mean, these 50 girls like you.
Yeah.
I'm not ready to pay for it in that way. No, I'm just not there yet.
But how's your closing percentage outside of the app?
I don't like. Next question, please.
Oh, you don't keep stats?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I know.
I don't.
I mean, I do. Oh shit, I do all right. I mean, I'm gonna do better. Oh, I'm gonna kill it this year. I told you my goals for 2019 is a girlfriend and a baby.
Whoa.
Neither one do I really want.
Right.
But I think I should at least be in position to say I shouldn't be here.
And a baby.
I know. He just went.
Hold on.
Wait. Yeah, no. He said he's not having kids.
So you're not even going to know this person for a year?
Whoa. Yeah. Wow. I just thought about that.
You know what I mean? It's not like, it takes a minute to have a baby.
That's a Russian thing.
Okay, so we talk.
No. Yeah. This sounds like a great idea. You should totally do this.
Okay, yeah.
You should totally.
Hey, I'm really bored right now. Like, the winter is really dragging me down. So if you can,
the chaos of it would be so great.
If you can knock somebody up right now, it'd be great for me.
Right.
You know, good goddamn well, I don't get that far with no goddamn body.
I think you're willing to try.
Everyone say hi to Ethan.
Hello, Ethan.
Oh, hey, Ethan.
Everyone say hi to Matt. I'm sorry, Matt. Damn, I fuck Matt. And Matt's a good person. We love Matt.
Did you just call him Ethan?
No, Ethan's on here.
And Matt.
That's the two people on live. Right. Ethan's next up. Okay, Ethan, you're next.
Uh-huh.
The Sox held me at gunpoint and say you're gonna fucking record this shit.
I forgot. Well, it was something that was supposed to happen last week, and then I was out of nowhere. I was busy, and then like yesterday, he's like, "Hey, we still down for tomorrow?" I was like, "Oh, yeah, yeah, sure."
No, I don't forget. I had forgot about it too until he texted me last night.
Damn alcohol!
Right. I didn't even drink last night. It was like,
no,
not last night. It was the one. I'm talking like last week. Maybe you said something Sunday.
And it was one of them those after podcast meetings we had. Those post production meetings always get real interesting. It's that high.
We'll look at like the what? Shit. We can still catch last call.
Yeah.
Even though we're not going out this month, somebody else is going to be paying for my stuff. Because the account's be going out.
No, totally.
Yeah, it's spending money, so it's fine.
Totally.
Wait till next month. Next month, Marcus and I are going to try to live the whole month of February off of each having $100. Does not include gas because Marcus has to drive a lot of places, and he drives through Uber. So,
okay, so you're gonna take $100 cash
and live the whole month off.
As far as food.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So during Black History Month, I have to be a slave.
You're the one that suggested February because it was the shortest month.
Shit. Oh no.
That was your suggestion.
I didn't sign up.
I mean, it's fine. It's fine if you can't do it.
No, I'm gonna do it. God, I'm gonna do it.
All right. No, that's tough, man.
I don't have to spend it, but if people give me things, does it count?
No, that's
okay.
No,
I'm gonna
hoard yourself out as much as you can, man.
Okay, right. I'm gonna hold that 100. But I'm gonna have an eye to tiger. I'm gonna be mooch like a motherfucker.
I mean, if there was ever a time just not to, you just can't go out to eat.
Hey, man, fuck you and them goddamn Patriots, okay, sir? I hope you heard that.
But he's got a girlfriend. Does that count? She could take you out.
I figured this shit. I ain't got nobody. I'm
gonna stop. Maybe you can step up your game then.
I'm gonna get it together. It's only January 15th. I got time.
All right.
I'm gonna find somebody to love me.
All I say is Aldi's is a great thing.
Yes.
Fuck yeah, Aldi's is. Mark worked at Aldi's. I need to ask Mark. He get a discount or something because
he's not still there, is
he? Yeah, where you gonna go?
I thought he was working for Pepsi.
No, he left Pepsi with the Aldi's.
Oh,
he in the warehouse.
Good for him.
Yeah, God bless you.
Don't they sell one of like the top rated whiskeys now or something? I read an article about that. It's like
they do something, yeah. But they went to all organic because they own the same company owns them owns Trader Joe's, I think.
Yeah, that is correct.
Okay,
but yeah, Mark works there. I ain't seen Mark in a while.
Yeah. What I haven't heard you talk about Mark since. Well, we won't get into that one. About your jealousy.
Oh, it's a lot. I got a lot of. We maybe can tell that story. Just change the name.
Yeah, we'll have to do it different time.
Another time.
Right. So we were talking about, you're talking about working crowds and getting them going. Is there still the thing where it's you get them going and then you'll play something a little bit slower, or something maybe not as popular, to get them to go to the bar?
Yeah, the old circulating
the
crowd. It depends, man. I mean, when I'm working at Bar 101 now, it's power hour. Mm-hmm. It's a 3:00 bar.
Right.
They're gonna show up at 1:15, 1:30, and it's pretty much go time. And luckily, the alcoholism around here. I mean, they're just some of them are gonna dance, but I mean, there's a reason why they're there. It's the spot to just, if you want to keep it going, you keep it going, and But I mean, there's rooms where but that's the thing. That's the old days when you used to have 4-hour crowds. Like you have to. I mean, your full dance floor, you can see nobody's drinking. Kind of play something that either it's not in the same vibe as what you're doing. Kind of knock them off where they're at, and then they just go to the bar, and that's okay. And a lot of people don't see that. People that do work in the industry, they see that, and they're like, okay, bartenders start making money. The bar starts making money. I mean, the only way the place is gonna stay open is if people are buying drinks. So if you have a full dance floor all night, nobody's buying anything, so you circulate, but like I said.
But when you got 90 minutes, you got 90 minutes that you're making money and you want to keep people there, you play a 4 or 5 minute song that's slowing it down so you go to the bar and then you play.
That hour, I try to kill it because it's just.
And then coming back, if you got a badass DJ that's playing there on a Saturday night, they're like, fuck, the music was great. There was a lot of people I'm interested in walking around, dude, that was so much fucking fun. Yeah. And I remember the heydays of it, man. It was, dude, I can remember there was the Mardi Gras where you were DJing and then Hayes was on the mic and for about an hour there. I think it was our first or second Mardi Gras. And that was like, I call it like one of the most magical hours because he was just going and you were just flowing into it, and that fucking dance floor was just
in the flow state.
Yeah, man.
It was in the flow. Mm-hmm. That's before I knew what the flow state was, but it was in the fucking flow.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what I love doing, and I can do it, and I've done it. Like our New Year's this year was great. We had people all night, and I felt that again, and it's been a long time. I even told the whole staff and bartenders, they're like, "Oh, it was great. You were great." I'm like, "Yeah, this is how it used to be."
Yeah, this is the golden age.
Every night,
you young punks fucked it up.
Yeah.
Sons of bitches.
I don't blame them. I blame their parents.
I blame technology for everything.
I do. Yeah, me too.
These kids. Old man talk. This is the old men segment of the podcast. We're going to back in the good old days. The bar and the DJ was where you would go to hear new shit. Like you would go and that was your moment. And you took that with you home. Now they're coming in, listening to anything they want to in the car.
Dude, DJ Jazzy Jeff said it. I think he put out a tweet or something on Instagram last year. I think it was last year, 2 years ago, about you heard your song when you woke up. You heard your song when you got ready for work. You heard your song on the way to work, at work, lunch, on the way home, on the way where you're getting ready to go out to the club. On the way to the club, you don't have to come straight in the bar, in the club, and go right to the DJ and demand your shit.
Yeah.
Because you heard. I mean, the songs don't mean anything anymore. Mm-hmm. You hear it on the radio all day. The songs don't. They just don't mean the same.
We can name a song right now, and I can get on my phone and have it within a minute and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's on demand, and now I don't. I guess it's in since I think there's just so many more DJs or people that call themselves DJs.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, because a laptop, whereas before you had to buy all this other equipment, and now like the way I see it is a lot of places have the equipment already and they just come in and plug and play.
Sometimes, well, that's how it was. When I started at Ballpark Village, I wasn't even allowed to bring in, my own. I walked in with nothing.
Oh, you didn't get to bring your own laptop in?
I did. When I did opening day up in the Crown Room.
Mm-hmm.
That was a great time too. It was a long day, but yeah, they let me bring in my library. But after that, they have a library that they've built up, I guess, over the years, and then they have people that put new stuff on.
You know who that person is now.
Mm-hmm.
What? What do you mean?
That builds their decks, their playlists and everything. The person we talked about earlier.
Oh yeah, Jesse.
Yeah.
Is he doing that now?
Yeah, he's.
Oh, I didn't know that was.
When I went and picked this up from him the other night, he had 3 screens, all music, loading. I think he called it new decks or whatever for each.
Okay.
Room. Yeah. And
okay. That was There's another guy I haven't worked there in a few years, but there was another guy that they gave me like his email, like if I wanted something in there that I had in my personal library, I could email it to him, and if he approved it, he'd put it in.
Yeah.
But as the company grows and they get people that know what they're doing, then yeah, sure, that's good for him. But there's times where I'm in there and when it first started, I was one of the first guys, so you just thought of a song, go to that song, but there'd be like a few copies of the same version, and there might be a bad version or something. I mean, so these guys,
they allow cussing in the music.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Say titties.
It's super controlled though.
Yeah,
super controlled.
But I mean, now these guys that have been there for a while have made their own, because you can put your own crates in the program, so you can kind of just go to that every time you're there. But you're using their music, and that was tough. That was tough for me. But I wasn't really throwing a party.
Crates, is that like your DJ Sox?
If on the software, yeah, you can on the side, you can build crates. So if you want 90s music in a certain area, you can throw it all in there. If you want something
like old school, you should carry the crates in of records and shit.
Pretty much, yeah.
Hop the hip into the hip of the hip the hop.
The new one they're opening up, Shark Bar. Is all like 80s, 90s, and 2000s.
Oh, is that where that
How the Moon was?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I heard about that. That sounds fun.
Yeah.
I think old school's coming back, man.
It is.
Y'all know Vinny. Vinny went down to Miami and
no shit.
for his honeymoon.
Oh.
Well, as year, I think they waited a year or something. So back in October.
That's a good salsa. You ever had Vinny's salsa?
Oh,
no.
Vinny makes great salsa, man.
I've got some of.
Oh my goodness!
You're not getting any, but I've got some.
Yeah,
bitch.
He makes a ton of. He makes different kinds.
Why would you bring it up if I can't have some?
Dude, he makes
because it's out past your fast time.
Oh.
Somebody's got to watch out for you, D.
Why would you bring this up then? That's just mean.
It's a treat for another day.
Yeah. Vinny's very good at. He can cook, and he's a lot of attention to detail and everything Vinny does. So yeah, the sauce is really good. But he went to Miami, and everything's old school. He's like, it's coming back. 80s and 90s, everything down there. Ton of it. And I see it on TV. You see it on TV a lot. There's a new show on Netflix I just watched. It's Sex Education. And
I saw that. I was like, should I press play?
It's okay, but it takes me, the whole time I was watching it, I keep forgetting that it's based like today, like 2019.
You talking about the styles? And
their clothing. Like the way they look is all 90s. Like they're wearing the sweaters. Like it looks like, like remember like U-Man and like Ocean Pacific and like all that stuff.
I mean, Tommy's back. I mean, I was King Tommy in middle school.
Swiss is back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, okay, let's talk about this one. And I was talking about this yesterday. Champion. Okay, you remember when you went to like Kmart?
We just talked about
that was what your mom bought because it was like an $8 sweatshirt.
Yes.
Now I went to Banana Republic a few months ago and they sell it there. Just a plain pale pink Champion sweater, like sweatshirts, like $80.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, you know what happened there. So they stopped advertising on TV. So somebody bought the company pretty low, right? And hey, babe.
Hey.
They bought the company real low, and then they stuck all their advertising and marketing into Instagram influencers.
Wow. Okay.
And then Target came a knocking, and so they got into all the Targets, like their main brand in the Targets, and just the company quadrupled in value. And so you put it with all these young hip hop kids.
Yeah,
they're seeing him wear Champion.
And I wonder, like, why is such and such wearing Champion? I'm like, what is?
Oh, dude.
I was like, I don't understand. I was like, okay, it must be a young guy thing.
You're gonna see, if you pay attention to Gary Vee, you're gonna see a whole lot of retro brands coming back, like Bubblicious, like British Knights. Like I don't know. I'm just BKs would be cool if they came
Lugs,
back.
Eastlands.
So yeah, I mean
Nautica.
Yeah, you can't say Nautica and Tommy and all that because that shit's been at Macy's forever, and they have never lowered their price.
Right.
They stayed strong through and through.
So I mean, look at Damon. Who's the guy that owns
Fubu?
Fubu.
Damon John.
Yeah, he's been trying to get Fubu back in stores for a good 8 years now, and he can't. He hasn't. I don't think he's evolved maybe to the what he needs to be, who he needs to be pitching to, or what. But he struggles with it, man. He
was saying that Fubu's a big skate brand in Japan, in Asia. It's a big skate brand. It's Fubu, like really? This Fubu's like for them is like a big skate brand, but like he's trying to bring it back over here.
He's been saying that for a while. If you watch Shark Tank, there was a guy that had a brand, and he's like, I'm trying to get my own brand back, man. I'm out. Like,
try to get the old thing back.
Fubu, man. I haven't seen any Fubu.
Man, I had that shit. I had Fubu, Sean John, the Platinum Fubu when they had the motherfucking Fat Albert on. I had it all. Jean jacket, matching jeans, Timberland boots.
No,
but I have a future.
Yeah, she's got her own blue jean jacket club now. She keeps trying to get me to get a jean jacket.
Shit. Blue jean gang. I'm gonna give me a blue jean jacket.
I don't know.
I wish I'd have kept all that Tommy shit from back. I gave away so much. I don't know if I threw it away. Or maybe I gave it away, but I threw it. From middle school to probably junior year, I had Tommy everything.
I was just
we were poor. I was poor, man. I had no name brand shit. If I had name brand, it was like Arizona jeans.
So I had one pair of Z Cavarici, however you pronounce it.
Who?
You don't remember Z Cavarici?
No.
The jeans?
What year was this? 83?
This is, no.
It's for white people.
Dynamite drop in, babe. So, the only reason I had that pair of jeans, they were like $80, was I won them because my mom's friend was at the Buckle ?
Buckle, yeah,
probably. I don't know. This is my junior year. Eighth grade. So junior high. She just happened to be there, and she put his name in the drawing, put my name in the drawing, and then I got a letter in the mail like, "Oh, you won! Just call the number." And I was like, "What?" And then I went in and got a pair of Z Cavarici. They had a double button on them. They were fucking.
Was this like when Jordache was a thing?
Nah, I mean, yeah, it was around. But Jordache was that place I don't want to talk about.
I don't know.
The place the former owner of our football team owns.
Oh, see, okay. When I was growing up, the Drip. It wasn't the Drip back then, but that's what the kids call it now. The Drip.
What is the Drip?
Drip is like swag or whatever. Whatever
that's
swag.
what that means.
You don't call swag.
That's what.
No,
that
the new thing is Drip. So now,
is that
like,
what that Cardi B song is?
Yeah, she got that off.
Drip, drip.
Yeah, came through drip. So now it's like instead of saying like your swag, my drip is hard.
I suck, dude.
My drip too hard.
I'm a DJ, man. It's embarrassing. I'm an old, tired ass DJ, man.
I just try to stick with t-shirt and jeans and Chucks.
Yeah, man, Chucks. I love Chucks, man.
My feet too big for Chucks, bro. I can't be in a 15 with in Chuck Taylor's like fucking Sideshow Bob. I can't.
You're right.
Thank you for the reassurance.
Vans or something like that.
I'm gonna stick with these Nike boots, man. The Nike tennis shoes and Timberlands, man. I realized I'm dated. I went out. I put on my fly clothes. Like when I was like, oh, I'm old man, huh? I'm wearing Timberland boots. My jeans around my waist. My jeans fit. I got a nice button down. I said, "Ooh, my Jay-Z from 2005." I said, "I am not."
It's so funny when you see the guys go out and they still got the faux hawk and the jawbone beard. And I'm just like, oh, man,
dude, that sounds like God. That's so embarrassing because that's me. That was me. It's so bad,
I know,
man.
that was 10 years ago.
Yeah,
I had the jawbone beard with when I was in college and played ball. I had the jawbone beard with the no mustache, the chin strap.
Oh,
I did that. That was
with a bald head.
I'll never forget.
That sounds very racist.
Right before I started working at the bar, and I did it. I went to just this. It's really sad to say. I think I was like 24. Just like the first like trip, like vacation, where it was just like I never did the spring break thing in high school.
Me neither.
I don't know how these kids afforded it.
I have no idea.
They can't, but they do it anyway.
Yeah.
They I don't know, man.
So I went to Destin, Florida with like a bunch of my friends. And for some reason, I thought that was going to be cool as shit. And I was in good shape back then. And I just had like a chin strap and then went to here. And then the strap went right up to my bottom lip, no mustache. And like,
that sounds horrible.
I thought I looked great.
Yeah.
And
how'd that do for you?
Awesome back then. It killed it.
God
it
damn
was great.
So you didn't have the blonde top too, did you?
No. I never did that.
I never did that.
Had my mom shave my back before I went. And it was really crazy because it was like, I'll tell you, I've been drinking. I don't care.
Right.
But no, it was in the garage because she's like, we're not doing this shit in my house. And it wasn't even that bad. This was just the two. Everybody starts out with the two little wings, one on the right, one on the left lat, and we're just in the garage. Garage door's open because can't have it in the garage either. Apparently, my neighbors are out. I'm just standing there, like Superman pose, and she's got my trimmer just
going to town.
You can see it. It's probably in the neighbor's barbecue.
Right. That sounds good.
But that was back in the day. That was the puka shells and the.
You never had puka shells.
I did. I had one. And I had. There's a DVD.
That was right in the middle of the Girls Gone Wild there.
The Girls Go. I remember when Girls Gone Wild, you go to Pops. I'm like, what? I wasn't of age. It was
like get to the bus and
oh man.
I remember when somebody in my suite had the Girls Gone Wild DVD. I remember watching that. I'm like, someday, bro, I'm gonna be at one of these parties. It's gonna be shit. I mean, I'm in South Dakota.
Oh my God!
He made a buttload of money off that shit.
Sex sales. He also went to jail, didn't he?
Yes, he might have done some. I think he got in some legal trouble towards the end of that.
Taxes, or was it?
It was. I think there was a sexual.
Yeah, a little bit of both.
A little handsy, maybe.
It's a lot going. It's a lot.
That's a tough business.
It's a tough business.
You gotta
young girls, drugs, and alcohol. It's only a matter of time for someone that says too much.
But I feel like at that point, you should stay away from that. Like if you're,
why are you still going to the parties?
Yeah, if you got that much money and don't you have a crew?
You didn't think it was. You hadn't made it to a business yet. You were still enjoying it.
Yeah.
Like those young bar owners.
I was just going to say that, yeah. You using your bar to date, not to make money.
Right. And there's a lot of older guys that own bars that it's like, oh, why are you here on a Saturday night drunk as shit when you have family? You're not using this as a business, are you?
No. This is the fuck tank.
You're using this for other
personal gain,
right?
How has dating been as a successful and well liked and quickly acclaimed DJ?
Is that a real fucking question?
No, I get it. Let me tell you.
Oh God.
Let me tell you the sad thing. I mean, we can get back to the apps and all this stuff because I think I started my first time on the app, on any app, I think was 2.5 years ago, whatever. And being my age, you don't get I've never met anybody off a dating app except my ex-girlfriend. We met. It was that was a odd situation that didn't really have anything to do with the app. But as soon as they see especially now, they see a 37-year-old DJ and they're the pass. I will talk to these women, because I'll put something self-employed, whatever. So talking, we're having a good time, and they're like, "So what do you do?" And I'm like, "All right, okay. I'm a DJ. I run my own DJ business." Ghosted, just ghosted.
Oh no, really?
And I mean, I don't want to say I get it because I know how it is. They think that I'm just flooded with
fucking
chicks,
these
like,
bitches all over the place. You throwing dick all day and night.
If there's anything I don't want near me, it's drunk girls. I'll tell you that much right now. So it's not. I mean, it's not an easy thing. If that's something I really want to get back into, I'm gonna have to either lie a lot or come up with something else to do because
I didn't think of that. I did not.
It's
think
awful,
that.
And it might be different, meeting somebody face to face and they actually, get into you.
Yeah.
Before they, read that you're a DJ and just completely forget about it.
God, it's
tough, man. Because now everybody wants to. They want they're looking for their golden ticket.
Yeah, man, this shit's trash, boy. Dating over 30 in general is a shit show because most of them, because you go too young. I'm concerned with my privacy because you want to be on all the social medias and shit and do that shit. I like to keep my shit to who I'm doing it with. You get chicks over 30, 28. They either divorcee, looking to get remarried. They ain't been out in a while. Kids, and like I don't have kids. I'm responsible for him being. I should not procreate. I realize it's a horrible idea.
I've made it. I made it.
I mean, I made it too somehow. I mean, God's good, but overall, I'm like I got shit to do. I don't understand what that means. I barely like my cousin's puppy.
Well, so, it comes out. That's some people. Okay, I'm 37 years old, so in my mind, do I want kids? Did I want kids? Sure. Like, yeah, I think about it, but and at the same time, I got to think about I'm 37, so by the time I really get into it with this kid, like they're old enough, I'm thinking like, man, I wish I had, if my kid's 21, like I'm in my 50s, I'm in my mid 50s. I'm thinking, man, that's yikes, man. I'm in my late 50s, so like, yeah, I mean, that's something you got to think about. It's not bad, but
it's not bad.
But I just have.
I think maybe you guys are looking at it the wrong way.
I probably, I look at it I'm looking at it as how I've lived my life and what shape I might be in my late 50s. I don't know unless I turn it around,
So here's since I'm in a very successful and happy, loving relationship with the person I'm supposed to be with the rest of my life and just love so much, here's where you're missing the point. Instead of thinking, this person, she's looking to get back into a marriage. Somebody that gets out of a marriage at 28 is not looking to get back into a marriage.
I'm not even looking to get back anything right now. And
Right. But here's the thing. This is a baby deer being released into the wild.
Yeah.
And it's going to get its legs under it, so it's going to fuck up a lot at the beginning. And that's what I like to call the hot zone for you guys.
Yeah.
Because you got to think, like a lot, you look at the ladies got married young, right? You got married young, or guys, whatever you're into. You got married young, had kids, adopted kids, whatever. They get some time away. They get to go wild. You're that person that they get to do that wild stuff with, and then they're like, all right, back to reality. See ya. Like that's where the hot zone is, in my opinion. And I don't know if this is real. I'm just in my mind. I'm like binary wise, just thinking binary. I think that's. Let me tell you this. I did sign up for, before I met the love of my life, I was on Match. I did 2 months for like $10. And I got on there the first time and I did it, filled out all the stuff. Took it forever to fill out all the stuff. And my match was the blonde bartender that used to work at Big Daddy's. We're not saying the name. And I was like, fuck
of course.
No, done. Because I was just like, really? That's because we both work at a bar? That's my number one match?
Nobody wants to be matched with this. I don't want to be matched with anybody that works in a bar.
I mean, it worked out for me.
Well, yeah.
But different, same ball game. Her and I both play the same ball game, just different fields. Like American League, National League type shit.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good one.
So it's worked out for us, and plus we don't see each other that much, so that's probably why. Can you imagine being in a relationship where you see the person like constantly?
I know about that. I don't know about it personally, but I have a friend that they both work. If they leave at the same time in the morning, they basically come home within like 2 hours of each other at night.
That sounds disgusting.
And then they're, obviously you live together on the weekends.
Horrible.
Like you're there. I don't know.
And then people that work together, that own a business together. I couldn't be around Marcus Boston that long.
You're not a bitch.
I'm just saying, if we were around each other 7 days a week,
right, but
16 hours a day, I'd be like, dude, I need some time away.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, I couldn't do it either.
The dry cleaner I go to, I think about that every time. The nicest, the beautiful Asian lady. She's amazing. It's over Kings Highway and Chippewa.
There used to be the one around the corner. It was Miller's.
Oh no, I live down there. So.
Are you down South City now?
Kings Highway and Chippewa, yeah.
Oh shit.
So yeah, there's that PetSmart parking lot.
Yeah.
Over there. There's one in there, and man, I'm thinking like they're there every day. Mm-hmm. He's in the back doing what he does, and she takes care of like making sure everything's straight up front. I'm like, man, that's every day. And then they go home together.
Yeah.
Like, do they talk during the day? Do they not? Do they have a thing where they're like, don't talk to me?
They've been together so long that they're business partners or something maybe. I don't know. My girlfriend's grandparents own 2 cleaners in Webster, and they're around each other all the time. They're married for, I don't know, 70 years.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
And you really got to love somebody. Whew.
He was 99. He just passed away this past year. He was 99, and she passed away at 98.
Man.
97. Like, something like that. I'm probably butchering that, but it was still like, holy moly.
Yeah, there's no way, dude.
Pull it back away. You're going to get screeched.
I can't find it. I can't. Oh, found it.
All right, he's back.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. Hey.
But and then there's I dealt with the situation with my ex, who has 2 kids, and her friends had to talk her into like wanting to hang out with me, like wanting to date me, because she was like, he doesn't want this. Okay. Like, he's not going to want this baggage I have, Do
you wish that they hadn't talked her out of it?
No. No, but I mean, I get it. Like, that's kind of a terrifying, from my point of view, it's like, man, I'm going from having my own apartment for so long, just me and my cat,
it's wonderful.
Being with somebody for 4 or 5 days a week, and the kids are there, and it's a whole different
homework and oatmeal.
Oh, dude, it's a whole different world, and we talked about that, and we still talk about it now. Like, for me doing that, like that, she appreciates that, and I have to tell her that, like, that was huge for me, because I don't have kids of my own, and I've never dated anybody with kids before. For me to go to just dating somebody with kids, where we hang out when you don't have the kids, to me being there, and
you guys live together?
No, but I was there. I was there a lot. I basically, for a long time, paid rent for my cat to have an apartment.
Right.
Damn. I mean?
I'm sure he appreciated it.
Oh, she loves it. Yes.
So, that's what, I mean, you got to think, being in this industry, man, we eliminate 3/4 of the people we can date. Yeah. Because working nights all the time.
Oh, dude. Well, try to date somebody when you're like, what days of the week can you go out? Because I can't go out Friday and Saturday, And that's been 12 years, Luckily, I've been able to date people long term that they kind of get that, but it does wear down, because when they're like, hey, can we just take a trip? Or I'm like, man, it's say, I want to go to Vegas. It's cheap to go in January. I'm like, yeah, but I'm struggling in January. I got to get as many nights as I can. I can't take weekends off, and it ruined like a lot of things. It ruined my previous relationship before. A couple of years ago. Just because I wasn't taking as many trips as I should have.
Yeah.
But, that's with being with somebody who has paid time off. And,
right. They're in the matrix. They're part of
the cog. Yeah. They're another wheel in the cog. Is that how it goes?
Another wheel in the cog. Yeah.
And so, but now I'm 10 years straight into this, and I eating shit for so long with it and just dealing with it. It's It's made me harder, but it's made me more of a person than if I was working a corporate job for that long. I
couldn't do it, dude. I could not. I can't imagine because okay, so now I'm trying to find a job, and for me, I don't have a college education, and trying to find something at my age. Well, I guess age really doesn't matter, but something that I want to do that I don't have to really start up on, because everybody's like, oh man, Spire's hiring and Leclerc, they're all hiring, but these are all apprentices. They're like, it's 2 years before you even get to do this, and you start making money. I'm like, I don't have 2 years, but now look at that. I'm going to say the same thing when I'm 40 and be like, I could have done this 2 years ago. But at the same time, I don't want to do that. I want to get into something that I can move forward on.
I think that you should think about getting into something like what we're doing, man. I honestly think you think about if you could start a podcast and you just start talking to all the DJs, and you have a market that you could, across the world, you have a market of people that want to hear what these two DJs are talking about, the business and talking about their experiences, talking stories.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I'll tell you like this. Each one of these mics that we got were $27 a piece. Mm-hmm. I bought my laptop that I started on for $120 at a rummage sale. Mm. So, and that's all you need. He can show you how to edit better than I can. What takes him?
We talked about that in the pre-show.
I'm learning. That's one thing I've committed to. I'm being more organized. I got my workout notebook, and I have my leather bound.
I used to do that.
And I find it the best way. Organization, and then taking care of myself has helped me clear my mind to if I'm not getting fucked up all the time or thinking that, I've got to go out in order to stay on people's minds so they come see me. Fuck that. I'm saying I think that you get into this would be really cool. Maybe even doing like a YouTube channel where you're explaining to people how to DJ and maybe cutting some of that out. Mm-hmm. Like some of their hard times trying to figure out how to do it. And you're just like teaching how to DJ.
That's true. And YouTube's a wild thing. Mm-hmm. And I tell you, I learned that through dating somebody with kids. Is I've never in my life would have thought that you can go to YouTube for everything. Like when you're thinking about how do I do this, and it always slips my mind. I always Google it or something. I'm like, how do I do it? YouTube. Type that into YouTube. Somebody is on camera showing you step by step, and watching people. The one thing that blew my mind is watching kids watch other people play video games.
I do that.
Blows my mind. And these people are millionaires.
Yes. I I was deep into it, if I couldn't get past something, or
but
don't talk about video games. Like I watched, but now that video games are going to be the most watched sport within the next. Seriously,
I mean,
but you got to think. I mean, it's just kids get on, they watch these events. I mean, look at this Ninja dude. Ninja, he is making this ridiculous, like $400,000 a month.
Twitch,
man. Mm-hmm. Like it's insane. And now Twitch, it's not just video games now, right?
No, they're expanding into other things, but their bread and butter has been.
Who's paying these people though?
Advertising.
Mm-hmm. Just advertising on you. I was gonna say because YouTube's not,
sponsorships and advertising.
It goes off of hits. It goes off of views on YouTube to where you get sponsors and certain.
Well, yeah, but and then YouTube decides it. And now, but the thing is with YouTube is the algorithm is kind of they're getting it better, but they had something with where a video that got a bunch of hits was actually a hate speech, and like Sony or somebody was on it, and somebody made a big thing of it because people were watching it out of the ignorance of what the person was talking about. So the algorithm said, "Oh, we need to put this ad on here."
Yeah.
So it fucked everybody. Like there was a guy that he had just quit his job and was just doing YouTube and just moved to an area where there was more YouTubers, and like him and his girlfriend and she like. Her YouTube, I mean, the dude's a total douche, don't get me wrong. Like, but I am kind of defending him. Like, he's like, I'll put it to you like this. When he's making this video talking about what happened to YouTube, he's got a mirror behind his girlfriend who's wearing a bathing suit so you can see her butt with the G-string of her butt. I mean, doing whatever, clickbait bullshit to get people on there. Yeah. And, but he's like, now everything I had got flagged, so I'm not making money off of that. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, well, dude, you're talking about working out. You work out with your shirt off, and you work out with girls in lingerie. I get what you're doing, man. I get it. But just have your girlfriend switch over to Pornhub.
Yeah.
You know, like
videos.
if you're selling her, if you're selling her out like this, and you're pimping your old lady out, there's another one I watch. I'm not even going to give her any pub. People know who she is. She was a bodybuilder, but now she doesn't bodybuild anymore, and she like does other shit. Her husband just pimps her out. That's all he does, and it's kind of sickening, dude. I'm like, come on, bro.
Yeah, you can do better than that.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know what all these are. I mean, I flip through, and you flip through Instagram, and there's these. I mean, women and men both that just post pictures that they get paid to post pictures of themselves every day.
It's you get. So I have a friend. Hopefully, he'll be on the show. He has 86,000 followers on Instagram.
Okay.
I think he's making $5,000-$6,000 a month off of his Instagram. People paying him, and he'll set up his whole year. Where this month he's going to be rocking this thing or doing this, and he's like a model, I guess you call it. But he started out on Instagram just posting every day, and people started following him. The key is, I think for you, if you want to get into this the Instagram and YouTube, all your things have to revolve around DJing stuff, and then you'll search these hashtags. So say like hashtag motherfucker.
Dogs are shitting everywhere. I see him like
I saw him creeping.
He was in here and now he's
he's
sniffing around out there.
Yeah, no, he totally poo pooed.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah. Oh God, man, that's bad.
Look at the big shit studio.
Jesus, dude, no, go upstairs.
Nope, he's coming to say hi. Here he comes. Kudos, my friend.
Oh, do you have a lighter?
The light is over there.
Really?
So the incense.
I'll come back and make this point. Let me clean this up.
So this is a commercial break, and right now we're going to whip it over to dogs that shit doing positive things. Man. Shit gets real.
Pooping it up.
I'm a big
Poopcast.
I never thought about the dating stuff. I know we had talked about one. God damn it, did you have one job? Fuck. I mean, got him. It was him. Ain't that a bitch? It's too short. It won't reach.
I know. I was gonna say.
I got it.
You got it. Nice.
Barely, but I got it.
Just put it.
And when I get, I might buy the long one now.
Yeah.
I'm bring out the long. God damn it! Hot.
Just
hot.
There you go.
Man, that shit is fire, bro.
Well, it's fire.
No, I'm talking about that shit. The dog was fire. My cousin got a puppy, and that motherfucker want attention and love. I'm like, look here, bro. I didn't vote for you. I'm only here because you got really high speed Wi-Fi. And I need to upload this shit. So if you shit in this house or piss, I'm putting you back in the cage. As soon as I say that, that shit is strong too. Yeah, what is wrong? What is he eating?
It's beef.
Beef is strong. Oh man, it's like you can't avoid it. Like you try to breathe and just.
My cat will pull that shit. If she doesn't like the state of her litter, which I don't know when it's going to happen. But the day that she decides it's not fit, right on the floor. And it's pretty comparable to that. And she's 6 pounds, 8 pounds.
See, I wasn't raised with animals, so I don't have the patience that's required to love them and appreciate them the way
I always
they do.
had a dog.
And
something that happens, man.
I get it. You have to start early. Like I choose to date a type of woman that has a very diluted complexion, and oftentimes they have a very high affection for animals. So I have to play along. So not only sometimes it'd be like animals and kids. Like you better be nasty for my patience. You better be a hard worker.
I mean,
I
was with someone with 2 kids and 2 dogs.
Oh, you got man,
and I stuck around. So,
well, that says it all. Because you better work, bitch.
No, it's always good. It's just I get what you're saying. I get
different.
what you're saying, man.
That's just
it's a whole new world. Man.
It is. It absolutely is.
The day I start picking up somebody else's dog's shit is.
I remember I was dating a girl back in my sucker years. I was like going home from work to walk her pit bull. Didn't even fuck. I was boy. I was out here the middle 20s. Oh, I was sucker Sam. Sucker Sam Marcus is what they called me. Cause I was going home from my job to walk her motherfucking pit bull, playing boyfriend. I'm walking through the hood. Well, it wasn't the hood. It was close to my house. But like I'm walking. This ain't my fucking dog. Fuck this. And when he fucking, just spending time doing boyfriend shit, didn't cash in. That was my mistake.
I mean, that's, yeah.
And I've been cashing in ever since, though. Now, what? Nuh-uh. Can't do it. You want me to do what? Well, I want to do this.
That's...
Yeah, I was out here walking a pit bull around. So this is very... What am I doing in my life? This ain't my dog. Feeding it and shit. I said, what am I doing? You live and you learn. That's why you don't...
Yeah.
But,
I do want a dog. I've always wanted a dog, but I'm smart enough to... And kind enough, I feel like, to... I've always had small apartments. And, dog's a big commitment. Some of these people are like, that dog is so cute. Mm-hmm. And they buy these little dogs that live to be 15, 16 years old. And you're stuck,
Yeah.
And I want a big, and I grew up, I think when I started high school, so my mom bought a German Shepherd. Mm-hmm. And he was great. It's an amazing dog, very smart, not much to take care of, Mm-hmm. So that's kind of what I want. I don't had a golden retriever. I want one too, but I have a 1-bedroom apartment. Yeah. And my schedule's all jacked up. Yep. And I'm thinking about my neighbors. Like, if I buy a puppy and I'm at work from like 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. and this thing starts losing its mind, I'm going to get kicked out. Yeah. So there's so many things. And I don't want to come home at 3 a.m. and walk the dog. Yeah. So there's so many things. Like, I don't have a yard. If I had a yard, right, I'd get a dog tomorrow. Mm-hmm. If I had a yard, I can do this. Great. But no, I don't have these things, so I'm not going to, put that animal in that kind of position. So
yeah, like I like big dogs. I want like a Cane Corso or Italian Mastiff. I want a dog.
Yeah, we're just talking. We're talking about.
I agree. It's not no damn soon. I seen that baby dog shit. I definitely know big dog shit's gonna be real.
True, gonna be real.
And it has to be. I need my dog to be as chill as I am. So I'm gonna pay for obedience school out the box.
That's why you don't get a puppy.
Yeah, I don't need the puppy. I need mine that's already ready to go.
I have mixed feelings on that. I have no problem rescuing a dog.
Both ours are rescued.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. It's great, but I don't know. I haven't decided.
There's some that you don't get me wrong. It's like any adoption, you might get a bad one. Mm-hmm. And then that's like, fuck. You gotta be a patient person.
Yeah, what do you do with that? I got lucky with my cat. She showed up. I didn't want a cat. She showed up. This had to be 5 years ago or something. I lived right on 7th and Barton. Yeah. Like right on 7th, right on the front. Mm. And 4 a.m, I got done with a gig. The whole street's lined with buildings, I just walk up to my door. I can hear his cat crying, whatever. She walks right up to me. Little tiny black thing. I was like, fuck. Mm-hmm. I've had cats. I've had a cat before. And I went inside. Girlfriend's in there, passed out. I'm like, you got to get up. We got to figure this out. Because
she had a dog at the time, right?
We had 2. Yeah, we had a Boston Terrier and a Chihuahua. Yeah. So.
And, it was Chihuahua. That's right.
Yeah. So we both went outside and sat down on the steps. And this cat's just climbing all over us. I'm like, look, we'll deal with it in the morning, take it to the Humane Society, and see if it's somebody's missing a cat. Nobody's missing a cat. As a kid, and it's Soulard. They're everywhere. Right. It's just,
and then there'd be posts on Nextdoor, like, and everything. There'd be plenty of. Yeah. If you knew somebody was missing a cat.
So
wanted.
I have a cat, and I took it. She took the 2 dogs when she moved to Hawaii, which is fine. They were her dogs. So, and I don't regret it. But I was like, she's like, I guess you're taking the cat. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm taking the cat. Yeah. Like I'm doing something to hurt her.
I'll show you.
Yeah, I'll show you. I'll take the cat. So now,
I'm keeping some pussy here.
I don't know. It's whatever. I don't mind it. But yeah, that's another thing getting a rescue too. Depending on what dog I would get, does it like cats? Is going to kill my cat if I leave the house.
They'll say.
It should say, right?
Says
yeah.
in the bio.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I don't know, man. Like I was telling him, I have a tiny apartment. I want a big dog. Right. I don't want to do that to the big dog. I don't want to keep cooped up. No backyard to run around in. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, I'm not gonna take him to a dog park every day. So yeah, I'm waiting.
Dog parks.
Yeah.
I'm waiting. I don't know.
You got time.
Oh yeah, time. It's the only thing we can't get back. But
that's it. Only real currency.
So let me finish my point.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah. So. Or on Instagram, so what you want to do is search the hashtags. You did it again.
Mm-hmm. You did. I heard
it. So search hashtags like hashtag DJ club DJ or whatever the most popular ones are, and you go on there and you just start, when people post stuff or whatever, you just start commenting on it and talking about it, asking them questions, and you get embedded in that community, which you already know. I mean, you've got 14.
So, yeah, right.
Yeah. So you've got experience in it. So, and then people, just engaging in conversation and being real with people, and actually not just putting that's great. Put like, oh man, it's really cool how you made that switch over to the fade to the blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then backdoor the other thing, like something like that. And people start engaging with you, and then you start building into that community. And then, just keep putting content out. Do like Instagram live feeds when you're DJing the set.
Yeah. Well, see that, I don't know if you could do that.
Yeah, you can.
You could do it, but somebody will take it down because you're playing somebody else's song. I've done that on Facebook Live before, like been like,
I'm not here, but no, Instagram's fine because you paid for the music.
I guess. I mean, I did the same thing on Facebook. I mean, I've done like a 20-minute DJ something will take it down saying I'm using somebody else's property.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, I didn't either until he's taking it down. It's a different story if like you're like guitar, if you're playing guitar or something like that and you play somebody else's song, that's a different story. But I think I don't know, man. It's
I mean,
I used to make remixes.
Yeah.
And while I was right in the middle of that, I used to post them to just a site that would, you post it into a site that makes a link and then put out the link. Well, eventually they would go to that site that I put the link on and cancel the link. Like this is like an Usher song I put on and be like, this is an Usher track. Even though it says what the name of the track is. Yeah. And then in parentheses it says DJ Sox remix.
Yeah.
It's like,
damn.
So
you're making it as your own, but I'm not selling it. So.
I thought now, because I was talking to DJ Main about it, DJ Main Street, and I was kind of talking the same thing, and I was like, but that same thing, like in my head, I was like, I don't know if you can put stuff up and put the music in there, and he's like, no, now people want you to put their music on there because it's more notoriety.
I would think.
It's more notoriety for them, and they're getting more people listening to their jam. That's why my whole problem with this fucking CSAC bullshit and the fucking, what's the other one?
ASCAP?
ASCAP. Yeah, ASCAP. I said it. ASCAP. the bullshit is that they're not even, the people that you're supposed to be getting the money to aren't even getting the fucking money. And if they do, it's like a very small percentage of what, it's the label taking it.
Yeah.
Like, I honestly, as soon as our platform gets big enough to where I don't know, big enough to where people listen, even if it's just a little whisper they hear from us. Whisper. Right. I just want to bring that whole fucking thing to the ground.
Yeah, I mean, it's a whole, I get it, like back in the day, because that's how a lot of people heard music, If you're coming here to hear this, I get it, but now it's everywhere. I don't understand how they can still put a hold on that. I mean, what are you paying for? Because nobody's fighting it,
because the bar owners and venues and stuff have just got used to paying that money. They got to pay that money every year. So they're just used to paying it.
Yeah.
If somebody would start some kind of, coalition to fucking go against them, or went to a younger lawyer or somebody like that, like, hey man, you want to get your name on the map?
Yeah. We'll make a difference. We'll make an impact.
If you're going to talk to Ethan will tell you, he brought up to me, though, that's a whole different ballgame with live music too. You can't just, certain places that don't have this certain license or whatever, I can't remember.
Can't play certain covers or whatever?
It's a whole different thing. It's a whole different thing with having live music in there. Having a guy sitting there playing acoustic guitar by himself, it's like you have to have a whole different, it's totally different than having a DJ. I don't know how, I've never done that, but they're just trying to get you however they can, So if you're a known live music venue, I think you have to have like a certain.
It's such bullshit because they're getting paid. There's not as much money in making for the labels as much anymore. Because there's so much independent stuff you can do because of YouTube, because of Spotify, because of SoundCloud.
Yeah.
And if you are an artist these days, there's no reason you can't get your shit out there. I mean, SoundCloud's free, but I mean, for us, it's okay. But the free version, if you got 3 or 4 minute songs, there's plenty of time on there for the free version.
Yes, absolutely.
But if you're doing long form
communication, long form transmissions, long
form content.
Yes.
Okay.
There it is.
Long form content. It's not the right place.
No.
Yeah.
Because I put 2 podcasts up there and I was at my limit. I paid money. I'm like, shit.
You can put your stuff on iTunes. I mean, my band I was in, nobody knows us, but buy our, not anymore, but we had 4 songs on iTunes. I mean, you have to advertise the shit out of it. I mean, look at Macklemore. Like, that's how Macklemore came up on his own. But I mean, you really have to. But
there's people that make a nice living that aren't
mainstream. Oh, that you don't know. Oh, sure. In the right towns. I mean, look at Nashville and L.A.
Yeah. And even just putting their stuff out there and just building up, sticking with the grind and keep putting the content out. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like even if you're putting out, let's say you like to mix music together and you're just putting out, 5 1-minute mixes, and then you ask people in the comments like, hey, which mix did you like the best? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they're responding to it. Then you can see what people are digging more.
Yeah, you got to keep it. Yeah, just keep that going. DJ wise, man. Everybody's doing it though. Yeah, it's tough, man. And a lot of times you don't even have to have the actual DJ software or the hardware. Like, it's all in the software. I can Ableton, like this stuff. These guys are making mixes on Ableton. They're not even touching a board, mixer, vinyl, or I mean, there's shifty shit out there, but I think it's not shifty. I mean, you're technically doing the same thing, and it goes along with a lot of people saying that certain DJs can't DJ. Like if you're not, people are saying, oh, he doesn't use vinyl. He's not a real DJ. Well, we've kind of gotten away from that because of the DJ controllers, like, I have. It's just the one piece with the mixer and stuff in it. Mm-hmm. And then now there's a sync button. So you hit the sync button. So you just press play over here. It beat matches with the song that's playing. Damn. And people are like, you're not a DJ. But yeah, you're a DJ. You still have to learn, know how to read the crowd. Just throw in the party. Nobody sees what you're doing. Right. But you. But there's a wall in front of you. Mm-hmm. Most of the time. Nobody sees what you're doing. And your job is to throw the party, make the bar money, the club money. Mm-hmm. So, I mean... You can't really fault anybody for putting this stuff out there.
And I'm using the tools that's available to me. Which one me do?
Right, exactly.
And I think that it's grown. I mean, there are still some bitter motherfuckers that get all pissed about that.
Oh, sure.
But for me, it's just like, cool, man. That's your hustle. That's cool, man.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get in your way.
Yeah.
Don't get mine. I'm not getting yours. I'm totally cool with what you're doing.
And that makes it to where some DJs are worth more as far as what they're doing while they're DJing, if that's what you want. You all right over there, buddy?
I was passed out.
And anymore, is it getting to a thing? I assume it is, where like with bands that we bring in, it's we look at their following.
Yeah.
But there's some that we have playing that have 0 following, but they've been playing there so fucking long that it's like
I just grandfathered into the process.
I don't know. I mean, that's kind of how I am. I feel like I'm, like I said, 37 years old. My friends aren't coming out anymore. I have friends that are there that I know through the business that are going to be there, and people that come see me and they like what I do. But I don't have I don't guess what you call following anymore, you know? And a lot of and I think a lot of the bar owners are really, they're expecting that. And I don't like it. Oh, because they're just like, where are all your people at? You're not bringing anybody in. I'm like, well, my job is to keep the people that you have here. I want to. I'm here to provide a service for your clientele.
Right.
So if you don't, I'm sorry, you only have 20 people in here right now.
Maybe you should give them a reason to come in.
Brutal truth. There's only one person I've ever known to judge people off of that.
Yes.
And that's both who we worked for.
Yeah.
And to get out of that hell was one of the best days of my fucking life.
Yeah. I mean, I don't deal with that. I luckily, the last few years, and you're right. I mean, I've never heard anyone. Yeah. Anywhere else I've worked.
So that's called blame casting.
Really getting into that. Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's not your employee's fault.
Mm-mm. No, and I don't like it when they come after bartenders and stuff like that that are good bartenders and personable, and they're not going to have. There's no one that's going to bring 20, 30 people every time they work.
Especially
I don't know
at
who these
fucking
people
3 o'clock. But there is nobody.
Yeah.
It's all fake. It's all blame casting.
Well, that and during the week. The weekend you should have people there, but they're like, I need somebody on a Tuesday because I only have 10 people in here, so I'm going to bring in this bartender that knows people. That's not how that happens. That's not realistic at all. Like
most of the time, that's a hooker.
And if they do, and I've seen it. I've seen
just saying
10 or so people come in, but they're not going to be there all night. They're just like, oh, my friend's here. Let's go do a shot.
Yeah.
Let's go have a beer and a shot.
Yeah.
And they're out of there.
Right. And then sometimes there's a lot of times where like, in order to get them in, you're having to give stuff away, and it's like,
and a lot of your time, and you need to be promoting and doing this, and no, I mean, well, there's a lot of free promotion that goes on, and that goes unappreciated, which is
And yeah, dude, that was so when I got to the place I'm at now, like there was things like certain rings I would get. I'm like, fuck.
He's back.
Sorry, there's certain those are brand new. You already taken them?
Sorry, I'm falling apart. I can't find the whole story.
Man,
sorry.
There's
Sorry guys. I'm back.
It was certain times like the ring I didn't feel like was as high as what it could have been, and they were just like, oh man, you did a great job. Like, man, we really appreciate you. You know, like we've never had anybody do this. Blah blah blah. I'm like.
That makes a difference, man, and it's hard when, and I feel bad because I work with my friends, and you know, you could have a great night and still get criticized for what didn't happen, you know, what should have happened, or I don't know.
At the end of the day, if you're not blaming yourself
first and last,
there's no bad teams, it's just bad leaders, man.
That's it.
Yeah,
that is it.
Yeah, unfortunately, I've seen that for a long time, but. You know, there's good people out there still that are in the industry. It's I don't know. It's
I just think that sometimes, well, in this area, it's coming. There's going to be like it's doing well, but like there's young people that are coming up that are going to reinvent some stuff around here.
Absolutely,
and it's going to change.
There is such a thing as old bar owners.
Yes,
that are trapped in like they had a great time in 1998.
Yeah.
And they're like, I want that 1998 party.
No.
That ain't happening, man.
It's not happening, bro.
It's not happening anymore, you know? And you have to. You have to. You're going to fail. And I've seen it. I've seen it in a couple places around here that look exactly the same as when I started working there 10, 12 years ago.
Yeah, there's two right
over yonder.
Yeah.
There, right there on that
area.
Road I'm not going to name. But the one still does well because it's the only one in that area. And, I mean, they still do all right, but it's still 40 different flavored vodkas, man. And you know, it's I don't know.
You want me to tell you a place that I love? And I'll say it on here because I don't care.
Right.
I love it. The Gramophone.
Oh, I love the Gramophone.
Everybody loves Gramophone.
That fool's so motherfucking fire.
Perfect example of adaptation.
Mm-hmm. That used to be a full-on live music venue.
That's all it was. That was the date spot.
No food, booze, live music. They had a stage in there. They didn't have that thing that separates the middle. So when you walk in and go to the right, arcade game has a stage. I've never been there. I was never there for that.
Oh, you're never there for that?
But that was no. But I've seen pictures. I've heard. I mean, you know, Scott is one of my really good friends.
Yeah.
And you know, I hear all about it, and I hear about how good they're doing. I mean, the since I've been going there for the last 4 years, 5 years, the improvements that they've made on the place, just watching it like just come to life, man. You know, I haven't been in a place in a long time during the week where I'm just sitting there. I'll sit there for 3 hours or so. And just watching people just pour in.
Yeah.
It's a chill, it's a great environment.
Yep.
They're providing everything that they're providing in there is it's perfect.
Yeah.
And they've adapted now.
Yeah. You know what that is? That's good fucking leadership.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Like when he was talking about when that whole thing was coming about, and obviously in the environment that I was in at the time was obviously a super negative environment. So it's like, oh, you're changing. Well, that's just dumb. Like they're never going to make it, blah, blah, blah. And I feel really bad. Like, because now the person I am now, I'm like, man, that's fucking awesome. You know, like, cool, man. Like the look, the presentation, like all that shit. I was like, this is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And the way they've came about, and you see it in Scott when you see him.
Yeah.
Happy all the time.
Dude, I've never met like a happier person as far as, I mean, the guy's, nothing bums the guy out. Like, he laughs at negative situations. Yeah. Like, and that's kind of how I'm starting to be. Like, I got to get into that mode because no matter how bad things get, something's always going to get better. It happens. It always happens.
It's just, but you got to laugh about it, man. Because if you let that little shit that goes wrong stress you out, like every time him and I try to do something on this, it's a clusterfuck, but all we do is laugh about it.
That's it.
Like, what are we going to get stressed out about something?
Fuck no.
The first time we're doing something?
You're rolling, baby.
I mean, the first 3 times we tried to film anything in here and put the videos up, it never fucking worked. Like, one time, like, I don't have mine on 4K. You got yours on 4K? No. We both had it on 4K, and they both shut off after 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And, like, just stupid shit like that. But all you got to do is laugh about
it. Yeah, and you just keep moving forward. I mean, Scott started as a bartender, at the Gramophone. And now, like, I was there. We took a golf trip to Alabama, and I was there when his boss called him and was like, we're doing this well. I'm going to give you this. Yeah. Like, this is what I'm giving you now.
I remember
you're doing your thing, and you're going to you have more percentage in this company now and all this stuff. That's
fucking
him, hard work. And I mean, he doesn't bust his ass now. I mean, that's just where it comes from. That's what happens, man. He's got a good staff under him. Yep. He's always cool to his employees. And if they're not, it's always somebody else.
Yeah.
It's just how it is. Everybody's always happy when you go in there.
Yep.
Everybody's in a good mood.
Mm-hmm.
When you look forward to going to work,
you do good work.
Yeah. Yeah.
The shit's gonna be different. When you start trying to be cheap with people, or you start taking their money and making it like, I don't know, just building that negative thought process around it, then shit's gonna start getting even worse for you.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
you're not empowering your staff and lifting them, making them feel like they're part of this living thing.
Yeah. The more you make people feel a part of something, the better they're gonna work, and the happier they're gonna be. And it's people don't get that shit. Motherfuckers still trying to lead by fear. Like, get the fuck out of here. You're a fucking idiot if you think leading by fear is the way to go. Yeah. Name one place that's super successful that leads by fear.
Not one.
I've never heard people get threatened to be fired. 5 years ago, that still work there. You know what I mean? Like, it's
love wins every time.
It does, and it's especially when it comes to your job, man. I mean, that's tough. Nobody wants to go to work. Everybody has to go to work, and to work in a bar environment and not look forward to going into work. Yeah. There's something wrong with that. I'm a DJ, man. I play songs. And I get to drink when I'm working.
You literally make people dance.
Yeah.
Like my dad.
Is there anybody that's ever unhappy that dances?
No. I mean, there are, but it's very few. If they're trying to get laid. Maybe. But no, I get what you're saying. It's a party. You're there to party. You're there to dance. Everybody's there to have a good time.
It's the oldest entertainment, I think, in the world. It's in the history of the world. What has, since the beginning of time, people done?
You can do without music. Yeah. I mean, you can do that on your own, no matter what. So.
But for enjoyment and to put a smile on their face, and they're hanging out with other people. You're hanging out with your tribe.
Dance together.
You got some dude strumming on the fucking
and playing motherfucking drums and shit
on whatever rocks. They're dancing and having fun and smiling and laughing.
So that's my job.
I know.
So there's nights where I don't look forward to going to do my job, and
it sucks.
And I'm in that, and I really have to like push myself to be positive. Like I was at work Sunday. And I'm just walking up to people at the bar, and I'm just smiling, and they're like, people that know me, and they're like, "What the fuck's up with that smile on your face?" I'm like, just trying to stay positive. It's that slow time of year. I know it. It comes every year.
Yeah.
And, I know it. It's a shame that other people don't know it, that should know it. That,
But ebbs and flow.
Yeah, this is what happens. You're in St. Louis. It's not getting better right now. Just deal with it. Just be there. Be happy. And
be alive and happy.
And that's my job. So I try to, I'm trying to be more positive about going in on a slower night because I know it's just how it's going to be for now. And job security is another thing. It's like, it's a slow night. I may not work next week.
Dude, I hate that shit. Whenever the people I would see that would do their job, and then at the end of the night, when it comes to paying them for said job that they did. Well, I didn't do as well.
Oh my god!
Like that's like I'm like, come the fuck on.
Yeah, that's a.
Oh, you didn't bring anybody. Fuck off.
Yeah,
you didn't bring anybody because you don't promote where the fuck. You act like an asshole to people. Like what? And that's my fault. Cool, man. And so, what happens?
That's the sound that makes.
Yeah.
In my brain.
Yeah. It's so frustrating and I don't know, man. And I am so much better off now where I'm at, and I'm so much happier with life just because I don't have that
negative energy, negative thoughts.
I'm jealous. I got to get there.
You will.
I got to get there.
You will.
You in the tribe now, Sox.
Yeah. So,
we will get you there.
You would like a guy. Do you listen to podcasts at all?
Not really, no. I like snippets. Like I follow some people. The people I follow on Instagram, they may have one that'll put up a minute here or there.
If you get a chance, check out. You'll like this guy, Aubrey Marcus. I think he'd be good. On the phone here. He's talks a lot about just being happy and being letting go of your ego and like just. And he owns On It Fitness too. So yeah.
Is he on? What's he on? Anything here?
He's on everything.
Instagram.
He's on Instagram. Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Like the last lady he had on, we talked a little bit about on Saturday. Wednesday is her name. She wrote a book called Untruth.
Yes. I didn't check. I didn't check the library.
Like that shit.
They just come out.
How do you spell
It's
it?
been out for a while.
Aubrey.
Yeah, Marcus.
Marcus is spelled M-A-R.
You sure? All right, I got him.
Yeah, so follow him on Instagram. He's a good follow.
All right.
And he's in an open relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And they talk a lot about that. The last podcast, I'm like, whoa, dude. Like my mind was like, people are like, whoa. Anyway, that's all I'm going because I'm in a very happy monogamous relationship.
Oh, good job, C. Good job. I shall some. Well, let me tell you what I think.
Well, they what's the word I'm looking for?
They communicate well to set boundaries on the expectations. I mean,
there's open and talk. I don't know. That's their thing.
Yeah.
And it was just like a lot of like eye-opening things that this doc. I think it's Dr. Wednesday something. I remember her name was Wednesday, but
it's awesome.
Talk about how they bring like how things used to be where the women were the providers for food,
right? And
men would hunt, but all women hunted as well,
right?
And then like how the perception changed in I think the 40s and 50s, where the man was supposed to, the man's like I'm providing you a house and a car, and like it just changed the role, and then people just kind of think that's still the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you think that your significant other doesn't think about sleeping with other people,
mm-hmm.
I accept it. Jason Momoa, if he walked in here right now, nothing I could do.
Just hope it goes back to what you remember.
You know what? See, maybe it would be a thing like, honey, that happened. I'd be like, okay, I understand. He's gone now. I got that out of my system.
Now.
And then hopefully Cameron Diaz would walk in.
Same thing. Cameron Diaz.
That's she's my jam.
She's my jam.
But that's the thing. When people, the amount of, I guess, violence has happened because guys' ego is so big and they just don't think that you really think that your significant other doesn't look at other people. Like, get the fuck out of here, man.
I want a girl that's nasty but never given nobody.
It's really sad. You can't. I've talked about that with, my ex is just nothing like that ever happened. But we're both, I wouldn't go that way with you. But when somebody does, and you think about it, like not in that relationship, but in another relationship, and you're like, man, yeah, but if there's something that's not there that you want,
mm-hmm.
that somebody's not going to provide. Now, should you go around their back? No. But that's most of the time, that's the reason, other than insecurities, right. I feel like I need to be validated.
Right.
I need to make sure people still like me.
Right.
But yeah, that's a thing. And a lot of people are afraid to let go of what they don't want. Right. And they're eventually going to take it from somewhere else.
Right. And that creates a lot of stress on people. If you can just talk to your significant other and just be open and understand and not get upset if they say another guy or another girl is
attractive.
Mm-hmm. Like you can't. So what?
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh, that's cool. Like whatever. Like
it's self-confidence.
Yeah.
If my girlfriend was to say that, and I knew that what we had was, if she's telling me the truth, what she wants, physically and emotionally, like everybody's going to find some. I find men, men find other men. I can say, I think Ryan Reynolds is a fucking stud, and I'm going to tell everybody that, even if it's a guy it's not famous. Like it's an attractive guy.
Yeah,
but that's going to happen everywhere, and there's no jealousies that should come out of that if you're secure in your relationship.
Yeah, exactly, and more importantly, securing yourself.
Yeah. Right. And if you change your mindset to like, if you are an open, like I don't think I'm anywhere close on my ego to be able to do that.
Oh God, no.
That part of it. But I mean, I accept that she is attracted to other people. I understand that.
Yeah.
But if you, some people need, if you could change your mindset to where, you are in that type of relationship, and change your mindset to, well, I'm glad they got to experience that with them. Mm-hmm. But I know that I'm secure enough in our relationship that they're going to come back. And if they don't, now they're happier.
Yes.
They're happier, which I couldn't provide as much happiness. Sucks. It's a big fucking ego hit.
Dude, I'll tell you this right now. I'll never say if somebody breaks up with me or I break up with somebody, I'm never in my life going to be like, I just want you to be happier. Fuck that. I don't want to sit here and think of, oh, you're with that guy now and he makes you happier. I'm so happy for you.
What if you see that they're an obvious? What if you see that they're like an obvious like?
If there's a big reason to where like I was like, God, our relationship is just trash. We've been, we've just been dicking around for a year because nobody wants to let go. And maybe, yeah, but I still, nobody wants to feel that, dude. You don't want to think about someone having better sex or someone like that makes more money than you that's providing something for this person that they've been bitching about. Like, I need a bigger house, and then somebody else comes along and like. Now all of a sudden you have that, and you're like, man, that's fucking hit. Man, it's gonna hit. You're gonna take a big hit. It's gonna fucking hurt. I don't care who you are.
Every time I see the fucking Rams play a goddamn football game, I see my ex with a fucking obvious upgrade.
You're like,
oh. I was more like, burn it down.
I don't have a flame on this one. I'm a flamethrower.
But it's just, it sucks. And that's part of, like, killing your ego. And I'm not there.
No.
I maybe someday, but right now I'm just like, nah, man, I'm slowly but surely letting go of that motherfucker. And in this relationship I'm in right now, I'm happy.
Yeah.
And maybe someday that bridge will be on the horizon, but it's not even really in my mind. I just read and I just
people are
like
different.
To know what's going on.
People are different, and it sucks. And I'm one of them to where like I can't see the whole picture. So if let's say there's 2 or 3 really good things, but there's like 3 or 4 bad things, I don't want to let it go because of the good things. Mm-hmm. So I hang on to the stuff when there's bad things.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now. I'll tell the world. I don't care. It sucks, and it's a shitty thing to deal with. It really is. I mean,
a lot of self-work on that one to get
it sucks. Mm-hmm. It's no fun. And you think that, and then I'm the kind of person that's like, well, they're off doing this, so I should be off doing that. Why can't I find this right now? I am the world's biggest overthinker. Like I have anxiety and I'm an overthinker. So when somebody like,
I think what's really helped like me with, I was the same way, like anxiety, like I don't want to get this started. But since we got into this, and we're just like, okay, let's figure it out. Mm-hmm. Like that shit's helped me a lot with anxiety. Like I'm not as scared. I just take a deep breath and like, all right, man, let me see what I can do here.
A lot of people get afraid, and I get afraid of like, I don't want to say failing, but I feel like I see things as impossible, but I know it's not impossible because other people do it. But like, so people are always telling me like, hey,
we're getting too hot for those cords.
Oh shit, it's not burning out. Oh shit.
Well, there it is. See, we're learning.
We're learning.
I
mean, the shit's gone, so we can blow it out because that shit happened.
So when it comes to like
blow, bitch. Sorry.
It comes to like some people want me to sell cars. I'm like, I don't know if I can sell a car. I'm like, I don't know if I can do that. I keep telling myself, I don't know if I can do it. But that conversation started 6 months ago. Mm-hmm. I could have either been really good at it by now or out of it, knowing that that's not my thing.
Yeah.
But me, being the person I am, is still in the same rut. I didn't even try.
Yeah.
But it's selling a car. I'm thinking like, this is probably, in my brain, I'm like, it's probably the hardest thing to do. Never going to do it. It's stupid. It's little things like that I've been, that gets stuck in my mind, and I don't.
Man, I was with you when you picked up, I don't know if I was with you, but I was around you when you started playing fucking Golden Tee. And you became the best fucking Golden Tee player around.
I love this analogy, and I love this.
No, I'm just telling you became the best fucking Golden Tee player I saw around. Then you're like, well, I play this fake golf. Why don't I play real golf? And then you became one of the best golfers I fucking know. Self-taught.
I know, yeah.
You didn't take fucking lessons. You just got there and started swinging fucking balls.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I love doing it. That's the thing, is I got to find something. Because it's exactly right. Yeah. If I found something.
Right.
If I found something that I absolutely love doing.
Right.
And I could make a living doing it. Oh, it's the dream.
Right.
Now, just at this point, I'm like stuck in these, like, oh, here's a part-time job doing this that you may not want. Or, like, I work at a golf course. I love it out there.
Right.
But I get paid shit. I can't make a living on it. And, it's going to take something. There's going to be something. Because, I've been telling people, I'm looking for jobs. And they're like, oh, the county's hiring or the city's hiring. You could be filling potholes for $20 an hour. I'm like, man, what's the fucking do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, I can't be picky. And I'm thinking, like,
the fuck you can.
I mean, yeah, I know. You can, but
curate your own shit, man. You can't, once you learn to hustle and create your own path, your own way. It's hard to go back to the constraints of the traditional employment and all that bullshit. Because you're gonna meet people that hate their lives, that are negative, and they don't want to be there either. Mm-hmm. Then that shit just sort of affects you. You got to be around people that are doing shit and growing shit and building shit. Because you can't go back.
Surround yourself with people that are heading the same way you are. Mm-hmm. Not people that are holding you down.
Yeah. And that's what's happening. That's kind of what's happening. So,
and then like Jerry and I were out the other day, and he found stuff, and then there's that, and then Marcus and I.
One of those.
He didn't even catch that.
No, I sent him a picture of Z Cavaricci.
KC Slater.
Slaters, dude.
Those,
okay, yeah.
That's what those pants are?
Yeah, those are Z Cavaricci. I didn't have those. Those are the ones I have. They had double button. That's the double loop.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I missed that point of life.
Yeah.
That's
and that's just probably coming back. Like, if I could find mine.
I'm telling you right now, dude, that every time I watch a show, some kind of everything's coming back, anything new. And especially, I guess, like I said, over in Europe, I swear I was watching a 90s show. I couldn't break that in my brain. Every time they bring up technology, I was like, well, that exists? Oh, it's 2019. Like, on there, dude, there's shit that they're wearing.
Yeah.
It blows my mind, man. It doesn't make any sense, but I love it. I love that it's coming back.
Yeah.
I'm not in the shape for that kind of shit, but, like, I get it.
Right.
Damn.
Yeah.
That shit blew my mind. What'd you say about me?
I was saying that, we're not making any money on this yet, but we just keep doing it because we're enjoying it.
You like it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not taking up a ton of your time. I mean,
that's not true.
Well, so you're talking about the editing, like talking this process, like
but like when I'm sacrificing not watching Netflix and bullshit,
right? Well, right. So you're doing something you want to do, and stuff.
Yeah. So the time I was telling you
earlier, I would rather not. I'm like, I find when I'm sitting on the couch watching Netflix, I'm like, I should be doing something.
Yeah,
I got to be doing something. There's nothing to do, and I'm like, that's when I end up going out and doing.
Yeah.
I can't sit there like I go from being full on busy for 6-7 months where I'm working golf course, then I'm DJing. I can't wait to sit sometimes. But now when I do sit, I'm like, this fucking sucks.
Yeah,
man. I got to find something to do, and it's awful, especially my age. And like, I don't want to sit there. I'm just sitting there.
Start sitting and start resting up.
Yeah, motherfucking Tin Man.
No, it sucks. Man.
Squeaky.
I've actually need to get going. I gotta go to work. So you guys want to keep it rolling?
All right.
No, we're gonna. We can shut this bitch down. We had enough.
Yeah.
Good work, man.
I enjoyed it.
Coming on.
Yeah, of course.
What was you want to drop your social on here?
Yeah. I mean, I'm on Facebook. I think if you look up DJ Sox.
Wow, you sound old.
I'm
on Facebook.
I'm on the Facebooks. I think my MySpace is still around.
Oh, man. Hold on to it. It's coming back.
You're not going to be in my top 8 for that shit. But, no, it's just Facebook's Steven with a PH. But I think if you just look up DJ Sox on there. Instagram's AKA_DJ Sox.
What was the thing you put up today? I remember seeing something you put up today that was pretty...
about the sledding and...
There was that one, and then there was something with like a graph you put up of... I don't remember. I thought it was fucking hilarious. The sledding thing was hilarious.
Oh, the baby?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The baby. Oh, she's so cute.
Yeah.
But, and that's it. Honestly, if it wasn't for my job, the DJing job, I wouldn't really post anything on Facebook. I would rather not have Facebook. I don't know. I like Instagram better, but I mean, my job on Facebook is just to be as stupid as possible, man.
Yeah.
Like, I literally enjoy. I'm a meme guy. I like the memes. Anything like that, man. Post pictures of my cat.
Right.
I don't care. I mean, that's the kind of stuff I'm looking for. Make people have a good time because it's boring, man. Facebook, I flip through it for hours and I'm like, I have nothing. People complaining or trying to motivate people because their life sucks. Mm-hmm. They try to put up something trying to make themselves feel better, and at the same time, you're like, stop. You know,
that's not. Really, I know you really are. That's not you. That's not you. I'm lying.
Describe me?
Well, we believe you because you actually. But we see the results of the work. You motherfucker talking shit, but you ain't done shit.
Right.
Nothing to show for it.
It's just so funny whenever people that don't have a podcast come up to me and just like, you know what you need to do.
Ugh, really? I didn't even know what to expect. Here's my deal. So before I came in here, I was like, I don't know. I guess I didn't even. I'm not like on my notebook. Like, I should talk about this. I'm like, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Oh no, that's.
I don't know what's going on.
Every time we go into something,
every show.
I mean, I know you guys, so if anything, we're just gonna shoot the shit without loud music playing. It's basically us in the bar right now.
Exactly. Usually you have a lot more booze cooking up. But we're responsible today.
I feel pretty good.
Oh, you're buzzed. I usually have more shit.
I feel great.
Off the cuff.
Right. So, like, the Friday shows get a little...
Yeah.
Friday shows get a little...
You don't work Friday? You work Friday?
No, I'm off on Fridays.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's hot shit.
Mm-hmm. No, it's nice. It's real nice.
Yeah. See, that's the thing.
But that's the only day I'm off on Fridays.
Oh. Yeah, I just picked up a Friday gig before you got here. Like, man, I'm fighting. It's struggle now, struggle bus.
Right.
But, it is what it is. Comes to territory. Right. Just if I'm broke for a little while, I'm broke. Don't tell the women that, though. Broke DJ.
A go DJ. And that's my DJ. All right.
DJ. So, once again, thank you, Dj Sox, for coming on with us. We appreciate it. And I am Cecil W. Adams on all social media platforms. And please follow and comment. I would appreciate it. And we're also on the Soulardians on Twitter, Instagram, and the book.
Yep, and the book. I am Marcus Boston. I am Cognac _sipper #1 on Instagram and the Twitter. And as Cecil has said, you can find the
wow.
Shit.
Wow. Is that kind of just like the first episode when you're like, I'm Boss's bosses? And he just kept going. He didn't stop.
I was Moss's bossing.
Everybody looked that up. They couldn't find it, and they said, "Fuck you guys."
You didn't even thank his first guest for coming on.
Man, I ain't give a good goddamn.
Didn't ask for his socials or anything.
Nothing. Man, I
can't wait till we get to like 100 episodes, and then we're just like gonna have a review of that episode.
So this is Moss's bossing. Thank you and no thanks. But like I said, those are Cognac _sipper #1 on Twitter and Instagram. And on the book, if you don't know, you don't need to know. Find the Soulardians, and we will see you next time. Thank you. Be great. Be good. We love you. Love yourself. Love each other. Don't forget, self-care is first care. Bye.
Right. Yep.
This podcast was a presentation of lightupmedia.fm.